Hey, what's happening, guys? So I had an idea for a video, this being a tier list. Now, I think I'm going to start doing kind of a tier list of the week kind of thing, um, because, well, it could be pretty comedic, because, I think I have a good chance with these tier lists, but, anyway, I'm going to start off with this tier list, yeah, well, first of all, I'm going to explain the ranks. Okay, so the first rank is probably die when you make eye contact. This is the lowest of the low. Like everyone is more powerful than these guys. Um, yeah, you just look at them and they're dead instantly. Like that's how terrible they are. Right, this next one is insect level of power. This means that this guy can basically only defeat insects. Like, I mean, he's not as power. I mean, he's probably. I mean, he can still defeat the guy that's like below him. I mean, any guys that look at the guy below him. I mean, he's dead. Anyway, this guy's insect level of power. He can only defeat insects. This next one is human level of power. This means that this guy is powerful enough to kill a human. That's probably about the only explanation I can give for this guy. Right, next one. Probably he could take out a building. Like this, is like just a regular building. This guy can just knock it down easily, like without breaking a sweat. All right, these next guys are kind of a above the rest. He can take out cities with like a couple of blows. That's really all the explanation these guys need. Right, well, these guys, they're starting to get into the big leagues now. These guys, they can take out countries without breaking too much of a sweat. Um, they are pretty powerful as guys go, but I mean, there are still people more powerful than this guy. But let's get into them guys now. All right, well, these guys, right, they're pretty scary. I mean, if you came across one of these guys, you'd kind of run away. They can take out whole continents without much of an effort. I'd watch out for these guys, but there's still people above them that are bigger risks. Right, these guys. Oh, now these guys are the ones that we're gonna get excited with. These are the destructive guys. These guys can take out entire planets easily. Like they could just snap their fingers or something like that, and he could take out a planet. You could even go to say if they pushed it to probably their max level of power, they could probably take out an entire solar system in a couple of minutes. Yeah, these guys are pretty scary. I would keep out of the way, but as I said, more powerful people up ahead. Now we're getting onto the right. These guys. Oh, right. Okay. These ones, celestial beings. They could probably take out entire galaxies without having to put too much effort into it. They could probably just punch it straight in the face and be dead. These guys definitely want to watch out for these guys. But now we get onto the big guys. Now these guys are scary. These guys, oh my god, these ones you don't want to run into at all. If you run into this guy, you're instant death, instantaneous death. Right, these guys are god tier level. These guys, they can kill gods. Like these guys, they can take out gods easily. I mean, it's probably not too much of hard for them. I mean, we got pretty powerful guys here. I mean, we got Moto. He's probably the most powerful out of all these guys. PewDiePie's there as well, but I mean, he's probably second to Moto. Big Chonga's here. He's pretty powerful as well. Sans, he probably. I mean, I don't know. He's probably I mean, there's a couple of people here that aren't as powerful as like Sans, but he's still pretty low in this list. Right now we're getting on to these guys. These guys, ooh. Right, these guys are the undefeatables. These ones, you're probably, if you run into these guys, you're not gonna win. There's a 100% chance these guys will kill you. These guys probably, if you were to get into a fight with these guys, you're probably not gonna survive. I probably should give a little kind of talk about how these guys are probably the most powerful beings of all time. Um, Ugandan Chongus, I gotta say, Ugandan Knuckles and Big Chongus are both really powerful. So when they fuse together into one, I'd expect it to be pretty powerful. I'd say though he's probably the least powerful in that list. If he was to fight against one of the others, he'd probably lose, but he's still pretty powerful. Matt, right? Matt, he's more powerful than Big Chongus, but I'd say he's the third most powerful on that list. Um, if he was he's still pretty powerful, but he's probably not the most powerful in the most powerful out of all of these guys. Right, Bob Ross. Bob Ross, yeah, he's pretty powerful, but as I said, he's the second most powerful being in the multiverse. If he was to fight against either of these guys, he'd probably win against Big Chungus, sorry, Ugandan Chungus, Matt, but probably not Shaggy. Now Shaggy is the most powerful out of everyone in this list, and there's no one, absolutely nobody. Wait, that could wait, what?